about a day and a half in Acadia National Park, which is located just outside of Bar Harbor, Maine. Our first activity in the park was driving up the Cadillac mountain summit. You do have to have reservations for this, as it's an extremely popular thing to do while in the national park, but the views are worth it, especially if you go at sunrise or sunset like we did. The very next day, my first activity was to hike the Beehive Trail. This is a short hike up a relatively small summit, but it is pretty challenging, as you will see later on in the video. I did this solo as my husband doesn't like heights, and there were some ladders and rungs that you had to hang on to, so I felt like this was better for someone who wasn't nervous around heights to do solo. As you can see, the leaves were just starting to change colors to their fall foliage. I think that if we'd hit this a couple weeks later, it probably would have been peak leaf season, but there's still some pretty reds and yellows that are starting to emerge here around the end of September in Acadia National Park. I did it! So I wouldn't recommend it if you don't like heights, because you have to grab onto some pretty narrow rungs and just don't look down. But it was really worth it, and the views are pretty. And now I'm on my way back to the parking lot. For the rest of the day, we spent most of our time driving along the Park Loop Road. And we hit up all the major spots like Sand Beach, the Thunder Hole, Jordan Pond, and later on in the day, Bubble Rock Trail. You will have to go off of Park Loop Road if you want to see the Lighthouse, which we did towards the end of the day as well, before heading back to Bar Harbor and getting something to eat. I am hiking again. This time I'm doing the Bubble Rock Trail. I tried to do this earlier in the day and the parking lot was full, so I'm back here in the evening, and I lucked out and got a spot as somebody's leaving. So I'm not really sure what this looks like at the end, so I'm kind of excited to see what I find. At the end of Bubble Rock Trail was Jordan Pond. And along the way I saw some really cool mushrooms, and here's a photo of our small hike out to the Lighthouse. I hope you've enjoyed this video highlighting our one day in Acadia National Park, and if you like following along with my travels, please subscribe to my channel as well as like my video. See you in the next one.